parents have read it. What did you swear you wouldn't do as a parent that you've done at least once? Give in to what they want for an hour's peace. Drive a minivan. But damn are they smooth and convenient. Generally, my mom didn't use the "because I said so" excuse. But I remember one time she did, and I was so annoyed and baffled by it. I promised I'd never use that excuse. Looking back at it, the reason she used it was because I was asking to go do something I'd done 1,000 times with a friend who had not. The friend would have definitely screwed it up, and the friend's mom was sitting there while I was asking. Because I said so was a better than saying, because I think Mike will screw it up in front of Mike's mom. Refer to my wife as mom. Have another kid. Thinking as loud as I can, please go away for 1 minute when I say dude I'm changing / eating / distressing, stop opening my door, or we're not going outside. He is the worst about waiting, as in if you're in the bathroom and he sees you go in, he'll try to open the door immediately. He doesn't have to go, and he doesn't need anything, he just wants to show you how fast he can run and spin while you're pushing on the toilet. I promised myself that I would always answer every question that my kids ask, and that I would never lose my cool after the 10,000th question. I've lost my cool once and never will again. Mostly now if I get overwhelmed I'll just say you sure do ask a lot of questions, buddy, and that usually shuts them up for a minute so I can take a deep breath. Zone out when my kids talk to me. Lie to my kids. You have to lie to irrational people. Put my kids to bed when it's still light outside. I remember being put to bed during the summer and still being able to hear kids playing outside and just being so mad about that. Now 8 o'clock rolls around and my kids are mad that they're being put to bed when the sun is still up because they've been going full force since 6 AM and I haven't had a break all day from small humans asking me for things. Calling my kids each other's names. Eventually I just go with you know who you are. Always wondered why my parents did that. Now as a parent with life so stressful and fast I fully see why. I swore I would never lose my temper and yell at my kid. That didn't last. Buying kids meals, nuggets, and chips. Bought a minivan. In fact I've owned a string of them over the years. Use food as a reward or incentive. Let my kids listen to Kids Bop. It's the worst garbage music, but back when I had satellite radio, more often than not, when they were in the car with me, that god awful music was playing. Just had an OS ***T I'm a parent moment yesterday. We were picking up food and they asked if we were getting drinks. I said we have drinks at home and immediately facepalmed myself. McDonald's. I'm never going to feed my kid fast food. The indoor playground is a great place to kill time. Kids gotta eat. Cry when my kids say something mean. I'm usually pretty good, but after a long day with a 4-year-old who just didn't want to listen and is having a bad day himself, hearing "I don't love you" can destroy you, even though you logically know they have no clue what they're saying. Okay kids, help yourselves to dinner tonight, I'm way too tired. The thing is, my 10-year-old can now make an egg and bacon sandwich now, so that worked out. Yell at my kid. I went to a parenting class, Love and Logic, read countless books, watched cringy YouTube, because I was determined to not be like my mom. But when your 6-year-old decides to wake up at 0400, sneak downstairs and mix everything from the storage cabinet into a 3/4 mixing bowl. No, it didn't hold all the contents, but that didn't stop her from adding more on the light tan carpet of your rental, destroying any hope of getting your security deposit back, and you wake up to the overwhelming smell of baking chocolate, pepper, and garlic. You tend to lose your cool. It was god awful. Rice, flour, chocolate powder, all my spices and herbs, pancake mix, me with who knows how many cups of water, and stirred. Everybody is throwing out the negative stuff. My daughters paint my nails regularly. If you'd have asked me when I was like mid-20s, I was never gonna let that happen. First time my oldest asked, I was mush okay, go ahead. They do it all the time now. No ma cute though. That ***T is definitely not happening. My parents had me later in life. My mom was 40, dad was 34. I swore I would never be an older parent. I had all sorts of reasons why, which I've ultimately realized were nonsense. Anyway, my wife and I are expecting our second child later this year. Our first will be 10 when the second is born, and I'll be 38, and I couldn't be more excited. When I was a child I absolutely hates being rushed to get ready and go someplace, and I swore I wouldn't be like that. Just give up for a bit. Pre-dad me, I'm going to be the coolest dad ever. My kids can listen to gangster rap and watch Jerry Springer all they want. Post-dad me, my daughters created a TikTok account and tried to dance to Thoshiana on camera. Burn it all down. Focus on using a device, phone etc., instead of spending time with my children. Non-parents think children are logical beings who merely lack life experience. It's always I'll just sit them down and explain to them, and I'll never / always, and the kids will be happy 24/7. Yeah, nah. Children run off kid logic. No solutions work for all kids, or even work on the same kid consistently. If you want to survive and raise the best kid you can, you will constantly evolve and adapt. Everything. I used to be one of those people who judged parents and their kids in public. Old me was a jerk who had no idea. Let's go down the list. 1. Taking my kid out in public because I have nothing else to do. This is the big one. I used to wonder why parents dragged all their kids on every little shopping trip. It's because they either don't have anyone to watch them, or kids are easier to control when they're in public. Toddlers and babies can sit in a pram and other kids can play on play equipment. It beats following my toddler around the house while he tries to eat cat litter and pull all the books off the shelves. Allowing my kid too much screen time. We've been pretty good with phones, mostly because he'll break them if he gets his hands on them. Plus he's not really interested in TV. But the 30 seconds that big boxing song is on TV is like an extended vacation to me. Not allowing my toddler any fast food until X age. We lasted a while he didn't eat fast food until he could walk. But when a toddler sees you eating something that they can't, they flip out. A toddler will flip out if you and him are eating the same thing, but you're taking it from a different plate. Not getting mad. I've had 2 hours sleep and you're standing up and you're caught throwing whatever you can reach on the floor. Allow me to stare angrily at you for 30 seconds. Being a parent is hard. The worst case is that you prepare yourself for sun-dappled afternoons reading while your kid plays quietly on the floor at your feet. This is a laughable fantasy. Best case is that you prepare for the worst and it's actually worse. But even with all hard stuff, I love the little guy. There are times when just being near me makes him the happiest person in the world, and that makes it all worth it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more daily content. Thanks for watching.